What if someone asks you a simple question like, "What are your plans for the future?" And suddenly, you know the answer in your mind, but you do not know how to say it in English. Maybe you want to talk about your weekend, maybe your career, maybe your dreams, maybe travel, but the words just do not come out naturally.
Oh, yes. That happens to so many English learners. Sometimes the question is easy, but the answer feels hard, especially when you want to sound natural and confident.
Exactly. So today, we are going to help with exactly that. In this episode, we'll show you how to talk about your future plans in simple, real-life English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak English with Sam and Lily.
Warm, friendly. This is the place where we help you speak English in a way that feels simple, useful, and natural.
Hi, Sam. How are you today? And more importantly, what are your plans after this recording?
That is actually a perfect question for today. My plans are very serious, very professional, very important. I'm planning to drink tea, sit down, and do absolutely nothing for a little while.
Honestly, that sounds like a very good plan.
Yes. And you? What are your plans later?
I'm not completely sure yet. I might go for a walk, or I might just stay home and relax.
Perfect. That is already a natural future answer.
And that's exactly what we want to help our listeners do today. Talk about future plans in a simple and relaxed way.
Yes, because people ask future questions all the time. What are you doing this weekend? What are your plans next month? What do you want to do in the future? Do you want to study more? Do you want to travel?
And the good news is, you don't need perfect grammar to answer these questions. You just need clear English.
Exactly. You do not need perfect grammar. You need clear English.
And before we begin, please like this video if you enjoy learning English with us.
And subscribe to Speak English with Sam and Lily for more easy English conversation practice.
And if you have a friend learning English, share this episode with them too.
Okay, let's imagine a real-life conversation.
Maybe you're talking to a friend after class. Maybe a coworker asks you something on Friday afternoon. Maybe someone says, "Any plans for the weekend?"
That is one of the most common future questions in English, so let's start there.
Someone asks, "What are you doing this weekend? Any plans for the weekend? Are you doing anything fun this weekend?"
Now, your answer doesn't need to be long. You can say something very simple like, "I'm staying home this weekend."
Or, "I'm going out with my family."
Or, "I'm planning to relax."
Or, "I might watch a movie."
That word might is very useful. It means maybe. It's soft, natural, and very common in real conversation.
Yes, you can say, "I might stay home. I might go out. I might visit a friend."
Another useful phrase is, "I'm thinking about." For example, "I'm thinking about going to the beach."
Or, "I'm thinking about cleaning my room, but I'm not very excited about it."
That is a very honest future plan.
And honest English is good English.
Yes, honest English is good English.
Now, let's move from weekend plans to short-term future plans.
Now, these are questions like, what are your plans next week? Are you doing anything next month? What do you want to do after this course?
You can answer, "Next week, I'm going to focus on work."
Or, "I'm planning to visit my family next month."
Or, "I want to improve my English after this course."
Or, "I'm hoping to get a new job soon."
That phrase, "I'm hoping to," is another very natural future phrase. It sounds soft, positive, and real.
I'm hoping to travel next year. I'm hoping to save more money. I'm hoping to study more.
These are all simple but very natural answers.
Now, let's go a little deeper. Let's talk about career plans and life plans.
Yes, this is where people ask questions like, "What do you want to do in the future? What kind of job do you want? Are you planning to study more?"
Again, you do not need a very long answer. You can say something like, "I want to work in healthcare."
Or, "I'm hoping to become a teacher."
Or, "I'm planning to study business."
Or, "I want to start my own business one day."
That last one is especially useful. One day is a very natural phrase when talking about long-term goals.
Yes, you can say, "I want to travel more one day. I'd like to live in another country one day."
That phrase, "I'd like to," is also excellent. It's polite, natural, and very common in English conversation.
I'd like to study more. I'd like to get a better job. I'd like to have my own business one day.
And if this topic feels a little difficult, don't worry. Talking about the future can feel hard in any language, but simple English is enough.
Yes, you don't need perfect future grammar. You need clear, real English.
Exactly. A simple future answer is better than a perfect answer trapped in your head.
Now, let's make the topic a little more emotional. Let's talk about dreams and goals.
This is where people may ask, what is your dream? What do you hope to do one day? Where do you see yourself in the future?
And your answer can still be very simple. I hope to travel more. I want to build a better life for my family. I want to become more confident in English.
Those are beautiful answers because they are real, and real answers often sound the best.
Yes, sometimes learners think they need very advanced words to talk about dreams, but actually, simple words can sound very powerful.
For example, I want a peaceful life. I want to help people. I hope to make my family proud.
Simple, honest, and beautiful English.
Now let's talk about another very popular future topic, travel plans.
Yes, people love asking travel questions.
You may hear, do you want to travel anywhere? Are you planning a trip? Where would you like to go one day?
And you can say, I'd love to visit Japan. I'm hoping to travel next year. I want to go somewhere warm.
Or, I'm not planning anything yet, but I'd like to travel more.
That is a very natural answer because it sounds honest.
And now let's talk about something very useful. What if you do not know your future plans?
Yes, this is important because in real life, many people are not sure.
And that is completely okay. You do not need a perfect life plan. You just need a simple answer.
You can say, I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about it. I haven't decided yet. I'm figuring things out. I'm keeping my options open.
These phrases are very useful in real conversations. They sound natural, honest, and calm.
For example, if someone asks, what do you want to do after university? You can say, I'm not completely sure yet, but I want to keep learning and improving.
That is an excellent answer.
Now, let's talk about a few common mistakes people make when speaking about the future.
Mistake number 1, trying to use difficult future grammar when simple English is enough.
You do not always need long, complicated sentences.
Mistake number 2, speaking too long because you think your answer must sound impressive.
Short answers can sound natural and confident.
Mistake number 3, thinking you need a perfect future plan before you can answer.
No, it is okay to say you are still thinking.
Mistake number 4, translating everything from your first language instead of using easy English.
Simple future English works best.
Yes, a simple future answer is better than a perfect answer trapped in your head.
Okay, now let's make this practical with some real role plays.
Great idea. Role play 1. A friend asks about the weekend.
Hey Sam, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm planning to relax at home. I might watch a movie too.
That sounds very natural.
Role play 2. A coworker asks about next year.
Do you have any plans for next year?
Yes, I'm hoping to improve my English and maybe travel a little more.
Simple, clear, and positive.
Role play 3. A classmate asks about your future career.
What do you want to do in the future?
I'm not completely sure yet, but I'd like to work in education.
That is a very useful answer because it sounds honest.
Role play 4. Talking about travel dreams.
Is there anywhere you'd like to travel one day?
Yes, I'd love to visit Italy one day. I'm very interested in the food and culture.
That sounds lovely.
Before we finish, let's give our listeners some very useful future phrases they can remember easily.
Yes, these are great sentence starters.
I'm going to, I want to, I'm planning to, I'm hoping to, I'd like to, I might, I'm thinking about. I'm not sure yet.
If you remember these phrases, talking about the future becomes much easier.
So, before we finish, let's quickly remember the main points together.
First, future talk can be simple.
Second, use short and natural phrases.
Third, it is okay to say, I'm not sure yet.
Fourth, simple answers can sound confident.
And fifth, honest English is good English.
And remember, you do not need a perfect future plan to speak English well. Your life can change. Your goals can change. Your plans can change. And that is okay.
Yes, you do not need perfect English to talk about your future. You just need simple, honest English.
Your future does not need to sound perfect in English. It just needs to sound real.
And now, we want to hear from you.
In the comments, write one sentence about your future plans.
Or tell us, what is one thing you want to do in the future?
We love reading your comments, and it's a great way to practice.
And if this episode helped you, share it with one friend today.
And don't forget to subscribe to Speak English with Sam and Lily if you are new here.
Thank you so much for listening today. We believe in you. Keep practicing. You can do this.
See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.